So US and Japan are planning to collaborate to open a new fabrication facility in Japan, and this is some crazy stuff. They are planning to produce leading, bleeding edge 2 nanometer chips by 2025. Although I really don't think that's gonna happen. So basically, I'm not gonna say I know everything about chip manufacturing, but chip manufacturing is one of the most complicated, precise things on the planet. I mean, literally, 2 nanometer process nodes and stuff like that. So the thing is, we have 5 nanometer right now that is in like Samsung's Exynos processors, and also in the newer Apple CPUs. I think the M1 is a 5 nanometer process. And they're planning to introduce either 2 or 3 nanometer by 2024, 2025. TSMC and Samsung, I believe, which are well established, old fabrication facilities at this point. So Japan and the US are planning to open this fab between 2025 2027. I mean, they could definitely open it. They could definitely do research in it, but will they actually be able to produce anything that they could actually sell? I don't know. I think that's very optimistic, but apparently Japan does have some leading edge collaborative research on 2 nanometer chip technology, and US based Intel and IBM could also help out. So that would be very interesting. But anyways, it's super great to see that because of this chip shortage, so many governments, so many countries in the world have just like freaked out about chip production, because the thing is, they really should have. Chips are in literally everything these days. I mean, newer cars have thousands of chips in them. Like everything just needs chips these days, and it was kind of stupid that we only had like the Samsung and TSMC for like these bleeding edge chip productions. So it's very great to see, countries investing, like for instance, Japan is going to be supplementing the building of this fabrication facility, because, there's a lot of cost that's, there's going to be a lot of money that's going to have to be spent for the research and development, to just make a fabrication facility that can actually produce these chips, not even like designing and stuff. However, probably other companies will come in with the designs for what they want to produce. TSMC apparently is also opening up a new fabrication facility. Yep, in Japan, but they're only going to be producing 10 nanometer to 20 nanometer chips. So not the bleeding edge stuff that's going to go into newer phones, laptops, desktops, stuff like that. So yeah, very interesting, and this is just another example of governments just being like, wow, yeah, we really need chips. And the chip shortage was pretty brutal. So now everybody just wants to get their chip manufacturing up, so, the supply lines get stabilized and stuff like that. And, hopefully in the long run, this will also probably bring down prices, which is great. And, more competition in various spaces is always fantastic. And, hopefully this works out fine. I think the timeline is sort of very optimistic, but hey, if they think they can hit it and they do, I would be absolutely thrilled. So yeah, very cool stuff.